I guess we're going on a float today. I just wanted to record a little bit of it if I can. You look behind me here. That's the morning sun shining on the river, the mist rising. It's beautiful out here. Well, I haven't caught any fish yet. Some of us have a few, but nothing major. I wanted to talk a little bit about our journey in consumerism. Not to tell people, here's what you need to do. This is right for everybody, but just kind of talk about the journey that we have been on this past year anyway. So about a year ago, we realized that things could not keep going down the path that they are going. We've got to do something about it if we ever do want to achieve financial freedom. We had about $8,000 in credit card debt. We had over $200,000 in a mortgage, some other car loan. It was just too much, and we decided that it's time we did something about it. In a year's time, we've gotten rid of about $10,000 of consumer debt. We've worked at our mortgage, but we're not focusing on that first. We decided to sell the F-150 that I was driving. It was a daily driver. I was mostly just commuting with it, and it was still worth something at the time. It had about 160,000 miles on it. So we sold that one before it depreciated too much, and then I bought a Ford Ranger, little beat up manual Ford Ranger. It's fun to drive, but it doesn't look like much. But it's worth the extra money that we got off of the F-150 that we did not spend on the Ranger. We applied to our debts and to bills. We got hit with taxes again. Not too bad this time, but when you're living almost paycheck to paycheck most of the time, it's still rough when you get a tax bill, even if it's just a couple thousand. But we got that taken care of. For those that know Dave Ramsey, you can either love him or hate him. I personally feel like he's trying to help with this consumer problem that we have here in America. So his method is to go ahead and get rid of all credit cards, because we can't be trusted with credit cards. We'll just rack up debt, and unfortunately that is what we did. Not too bad, but still some. We did not have student loans, as neither of us went to college, but we spend a lot on car loans so that we could be driving something nice. And that's another thing that Dave Ramsey really preaches, is to live within your means, to get rid of the extra weight that you don't need and never take out another car loan again. So we want to do that. So far we've succeeded, but it's just been a year, so we'll see how that goes in the future. We do have the car that my wife drives that we still need to pay off, but we're working on that. Hopefully in a year or so that will be taken care of. We cut up our credit cards, threw them away, and it hurt to do that, but it hasn't hurt since, if that makes sense. I've been very glad that we took the step and just got rid of them. We saved up $1,000 emergency fund, placed that where it's easily accessible, and began work on all our consumer debt. It has not been easy to stay within our budget, to only spend the cash that we had at the time, and we've gone without many times. We've cut our eating out maybe by 80%. I'd say we still go out now and then, but only about 20% as much as we did a year ago. We've not had as many groceries around the house. Sometimes we've had to make do with something that we really would rather not have. Many times we've just eaten more poorly. I say poorly, not nutrition wise, but as far as our money goes, we've tried not to spend as much on groceries, and that's helped a lot. We make more of our own food. We bake, we cook, and we've processed a hog and a beef with family, which we split. So we each got half a hog, half a beef. And if you've got that in the freezer, you can eat good meat for a long time, especially with, well, we're now a family of 5, but the youngest one doesn't eat meat yet. So there's definitely ways that you can save money, but there's so many ways that you can spend money, and we fell into that trap of keeping up with the Joneses. If my friends or my family had something that I didn't, I wanted to catch up with them. I wanted the same things they had. Say somebody bought a boat. Well, I had to go and get a boat, and I did. And I had fun with that boat. But I did get rid of it, and we used that money for bills and stuff. So it hurts to get rid of everything that we think we need to hold on to. But once it's gone, it's kind of freeing in a way. Not always. Some things we may regret, but so far I'm glad to be rid of the things that we are rid of.